Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good
Thank you
afternoon.
all for joining. Today's webinar will be exclusively held with Medical University of Warsaw for 1 hour. In the first half, we'll be discussing about the university, and then we'll move on to the Q&A session. Today, we have Mr. Sebastian with us from Medical University of Warsaw. We'll be talking about the university more. Over to you, Mr. Sebastian.
Hello. My name is Sebastian. If you have any questions later on, I'll be more than happy, along with Miss Alexandra, to respond. And at the beginning, I would like to make a presentation so we can crack on. And I will explain you briefly all the recruitment process, all the basic information about our prestigious university. First question, if everything is visible on the screen.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, so shall we crack on?
Yeah, we can begin.
Okay, so as you know, guys, the Warsaw Medical University is one of the most prestigious universities in Europe. Definitely most prestigious, high regarded university in Poland. The 6-year MD program, medical program, is for high school graduates and for college university graduates. At the end of the program, the graduates are awarded the medical doctor degree and receive a medical graduate medical diploma recognized all around the world. The program includes three preclinical years, lectures and seminars, and 3 clinical years, clinical classes in hospital with patients, medical simulation center, and internships. Students clinical training at 6 university clinical hospital and affiliated ones across Warsaw. Since 1993, over 1,000 students graduate from our university. Our teaching that goes beyond standard requirements, more than 5,700 hours, and students complete a register of student skills essential for a medical practice. Length, as I mentioned earlier, you will get a diploma in medical doctor, recognized all around the world. The length of the studies is 6 years and consists 12 semesters. Basically, the English division student government will look after you once you get admission, once you become a student of our university. The English division student government is a group of students from medicine and dentistry programs at the Medical University of Warsaw who represent students on issues such as curriculum and teaching student well-being and foster a positive environment for Medical University of Warsaw community. They will help and give all advices with regards to orientation week and some online week meetings. The English division students government welcomes new students each fall during a 3-day orientation program called so-called Zero Week. First year students get to participate in information sessions, a campus tour, icebreaker games, and many more fun activities. The EDSG sent newly admitted students email invitation to so-called Zero Week and post the full program on their Facebook profile. Students, organizations, and community outreach are as well IFMSA, the International Federation of Medical Students Associations. It's the world's oldest and the largest independent organization representing medical students associations. Its mission is offer future physicians a comprehensive introduction to global health issues. Through its program and opportunities, IFMSA develops culturally sensitive students of medicine. Another body is EMSA, is European Medical Student Association, which is organization dedicated to raising awareness, improving skills, and providing students with the new experience. Students can also develop their particular interest by joining a student scientific society. There are almost 200 student scientific societies registered under Medical University of Warsaw Students Scientific Society. EDSG usually post all information, post the full program on their Facebook profile. So basically, once you get admitted, you can contact them directly or through the Facebook profile, and you find most update information. With regards to diversity, the university is committed in its pursuit of academic excellence to equality of opportunity and to a proactive and inclusive approach to equality, which supports and encourage all underrepresented groups, promote inclusive cultures and values. The university opposes discrimination and act inclusively for all people, irrespective of race, gender, religion, belief, disability, or age. We want everyone to feel welcome at Medical University of Warsaw. We will always help widen access to education as we innovate to remove barriers and enhance support. We will be enable all new students to reimagine and to realize their future. We are embedding inclusion principles in our people, product, and operation strategies, each tailored to reflect local cultures, priority, and their needs. As you will be studying in Warsaw, I would like to briefly give you some insight into the living in the biggest city in Poland. It's one of the most interesting cities, and life in Warsaw might be interesting as well. Its center becomes a modern business center, but its old town reminds of the history it went through. The Warsaw is a vibrant and welcoming city where you can enjoy a richly rewarding culture experience. You can enjoy an active lifestyle thanks to the city's many parks and green spaces with 20,000 acres of parks and woodlands. More of the city is covered in greenery than other European cities. Warsaw is the capital of Poland and the main culture institution, and events are located here. There are many cinemas, concert halls, theaters, international restaurants. There are lots of events during the summer. I would say is a hustle and bustle city. If you don't find anything interesting in Warsaw, which you will probably find in nearby. Public transport, for instance, that would be very interesting for you, is very cheap. I would say is probably one of the cheapest in Europe. Warsaw is located in central Poland, and with the growing road network, every corner of Poland is reachable in 5-6 hours. Huge advantage. There's a Warsaw Chopin Airport, which is the largest airport in Poland, serves over 120 destinations. From our university is just stone throw, is about 15 minutes. So university itself is very, very well located. You can find direction from Chopin Airport to almost all countries in the world. So the Warsaw is very, very good link city with the other world. Poland is trying to catch up with the Western European standard of living. The fact is that cost of living in Poland is still much lower, so that is the advantage. You can immediately see that you can afford more here, as a cost of living is lower than in most of the West European cities. So right now, I provide you with some more information about our program, tuition fees, and the recruitment process. More you can find on our website. Application, I will give you some tips about the application process in a few steps. So that is very, very actually important prior preparing your application. So you have to ensure yourself you fulfill the following requirements. If you can only apply online via our online recruitment system, you have to upload all necessary documents and data. Then your documents will be checked, and then if you eligible, you will be taking a so-called competency test, which I will explain you later on. Unless if you holder of following certificates, UCAT, BMAT, MCAT, GAMSAT, or university degree. After having status preliminary qualification, accept the offer, and you have to pay the non-refundable confirmation fee. Then complete your admission file. You will get 30 days to prepare and send documents to university. So each candidate has to fulfill both criteria, which is very, very important. In order to apply, a candidate must have one of the following: a high school leaving examination certificate, a secondary education diploma transcript, or document confirming your secondary education, with obviously mandatory subject and passing grades on it. Has to be biology, extended level, chemistry extended level, and you can choose either physics and astronomy, or physics or mathematics. It could be extended or standard levels. Then, if you qualified, if you meet that first criteria, you will be taking so-called competency test. Usually competency test lasts until, let's say, 120 minutes. You will be given 80 questions divided into 3 sections. That section biology, you will be given 30 questions, section chemistry, another 30 questions, and the section decision making 20 questions. You could be exempted, you could be granted the exception if you meet the following criteria. As I emphasized outline earlier, you are holder of UCAD, BMAT, MCAT, GAMSAT certificate score, obtain no earlier than in 2019, or the required university GPA calculated from the subject in the fields of the life science, bachelor's or master bachelor's in life science, which has to be obtained no earlier than 2019. Criterion 1, high school diploma. To be eligible, as I mentioned earlier, you must have one of the following documents upon graduation in 2024. A high school living examination certificate, secondary education diploma with transcript, and confirming your secondary education and subject, as I mentioned earlier, biology extended level, chemistry extended level, and you can choose one subject from physics and astronomy, physics, mathematics, and the level of any subject mentioned in the point C must be standard or extended level. You should be presenting a passing grade for each subject mentioned above. Though, if you don't have a mandatory subject, you can take an extra exam in subject with along with the competency test. Additional questions will be added or as a separate exam. The university organizes exams in biology, chemistry, and physics. Unfortunately, we don't organize exam in mathematics. What is very important documents? For the students with a British curriculum, Cambridge, Aqua, Pearson, Edexcel, what we require is a GCE, General Certificate of Education, 3 advanced A2 level subject. We don't recognize GCSE, General Certificate of Secondary Education, or Advanced Subsidiary, so-called AS level. What we need from potential students, from the candidates, for those who are yet to graduate in 2024, are predicted grades. If a potential candidate is still studying at the time of his/her application, she or he is requested to upload the provisional transcript predicted grades from the current school to the application. She will or he will need to completed current studies successfully by the time and enroll at our university. Please be aware, notified that the predicted grade certificate is a document with the grade you will receive on high school leaving or certificate or diploma, or information on which subject you will be taking examination at the end of high school. This document, that is very, very important, must be issued by a representative of the school, have the official seal of the school, and the handwritten signature of the school representative. Please also be notified that we accept 12th grade term or 2 report, term 1 or 2 report. 11th grade report only if the candidate confirms that we have the same subjects on your 12th grade report. A candidate can write the statement by email. We use this exceptional situation. Usually schools give predicted grades without problems, so you shouldn't have any issue with that. Now we're going to criterion number 2, so-called competency test. The Medical University of Warsaw competency test verifies the candidate's knowledge of high school level biology and chemistry, as well as analytical skills and ability to solve problems logically. The test does not require special teaching or preparation. The competency test session during the admission process for the academic year 2024-2025 are carried out online. Test dates are published on our website, and you can find all the information, and you can register through the online recruitment system only. Candidates can sit the Medical University of Warsaw competency test only once per recruitment cycle. There's no any retakes. Candidate has to be eligible to sit competency test, complete application with all required documents. As outlined earlier, the competency test consists 80 questions divided into 3 sections. The maximum score is 100 points. Biology, 30 questions, 1 question equal to 1 point. Chemistry, 30 questions, 1 question equal to 1 point. Decision-making, analytical skills, and ability to solve problem logically consists 20 questions, 1 questions equal 2 points. All the samples and syllabuses for the competency tests, so you can find it on our website on English division. Very important is that 3 days, once you register, 3 days before the session, you will receive an email with a link to the trial test, mock test, and the competency test. Trial test is open just after you will receive an email, and that will be available for 3 days. So please do not hesitate, just enter the trial test, familiarize yourself with the test navigation and that test, so nothing to worry about. That trial test is not graded. the competency test is available on a specific days for several hours, usually between 7 a.m. up to 11 p.m. You will find the time ranges in the email. The hours are given according to your time zone. That will be advantage for you guys, as you might take the test at the time of your choosing. You will need your passport and online registration application number, ORS ID, on the exam day. What is important, we arrange the test hours based on your country of residence. So please, prior to your exam, please check your country's name and the time range when you receive the email with the competency test link. Make sure to enter the correct country in the exam declaration tab. But you find whole instruction on our website. Now, that is as well, because obviously we need all subjects are conducted in English through our 6-year program. So we will need documents confirming the fluency in English, and this is a part of the final admission part. So basically, what we need, if you citizenship of a country in which English is the official language, or you holder of IB diploma or IB diploma, EB diploma issue in Brussels, completion of secondary or post-secondary education with English as a language of instruction, for instance, passing levels in various subjects, you meet our language criteria. Other certificates recognized by our university are IELTS academic certificates. The threshold for that is at least 6.5 points. TOEFL IBT at least 87 points. TOEFL PBT at least 547 points, which actually is equivalent to 210 points in the computer system. TOEIC at least 700 points. If you pass a Polish baccalaureate examination, egzamin maturalny, with the result of the written examination in English, advanced level of at least 80%. Criteria for candidates who completed secondary education in Scandinavian countries. So the Norway, great in English, you have to obtain in secondary school at least 4. In Sweden, VG or C. And Denmark, great in English in secondary school has to be at least 7. So this is the language proficiency requirements. As I say, all the lessons, all the subjects are conducted in English throughout 6-year program. So English will be your main language. All document composing the admission file must be scanned into recruitment system and sent to the admission office in Poland as a dispatch within 30 days. Educational document must be appropriately and sent as originals or notarized copies. Admission files consist first completed templates of the documents received from the university, secondary school living certificates or high school diploma, and the certificate must be original or the copy must be certified by a notary public, but after legalization, very important, and the certificate must be certified with a fixed apostille or legalized. Document confirming the fluency in English does not apply to all candidates as I mentioned earlier. University health certificate form and scan of the immunization proof record of vaccination since birth. Once all completed, you are a student. Okay, so that's all from me at the moment. So we're going to stage another
Thank you very much.
stage, FIQ, and you can ask questions if you have any.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Sebastian, for that very informative presentation. We'll move on to the Q&A session now, where students you'll be able to ask and will be able to answer it. There is a bottom icon saying Q&A at the center of your screen, so you can type your questions over there and we'll be answering them. The first question is by Dr. Solomon. It looks like he's looking for what about those who are already graduated from medical school, especially from African countries? I think he's looking for a post-graduation program.
We are not offering post-graduation program at our university. So especially as well, it is the question what kind of the school it is, because he may graduate from nursery program. And in such a case, if he would like to start a medical degree, it is like from the scratch. So, but in the situation, he will have two licenses as a nurse and then as a doctor.
All right. Girma is saying that they want to study medicine. Is there any scholarship opportunities such as fully funded?
In our university, there is no such a possibility. After the first year, the students have a possibility to get scholarship thanks to good grades, but it is less than 20% of the tuition.
Okay. Next question is by Mohammed Qasim. He wants to know which platform will the students give the competency exam? Is there any app for it?
This is the outside from our university, and they will be given the links on Wednesday. So in the week which is before the exam, on Monday we are sending all the informations with the views of the email from the platform, but the particular email is coming on Wednesday. This is metal platform, but no one cannot get in without the link. So will not check nothing, only not knowing the name. It should be the link to our part of this platform.
Okay. Next question is by Shazia. Is the GMC examination excluded in the degree?
GMC examination. Oh, sorry. And could you...
let me answer this one. GMC is this one, General Medical Council. I mean UK. No,
I see.
This is not part of this one. I mean, once you graduate, you have to complete all the formalities. Once you go to UK, and that is for the post graduation. No.
As far I know, it will be a huge changes in the GMC,
yes.
And they are going to introduce the new ones on January.
UKMLE, yes.
In UK,
they are coming up with, yeah.
So it will be a different one, and it is outside of the any university as well, the UK's. So it is the outside examination organized by the different board in UK.
Well, currently there is examination called PLAB, which is going to replace with, UKMLE. That means anybody who is a graduate from any university, even in UK, they have to take this examination if they want to practice now. So that is something which is coming up next.
Exactly.
All right. We have a student from Oman who's saying that they've already done the entrance exam. Sohail Hafiz. So he's saying he's already done the entrance exam, and how long will it take for him to get the results?
Everything depends on the number of the candidates, and during this exam we have a lot of candidates. So I suppose that the decisions will be next week, by the end of the week. It is because three person separately should go through the video, which is done during the exam, and then we are deciding about the real rules. Was the exam under the rules, and we are deciding, and then we are sending the information to the candidate about the grade and about our decision. The possibilities that someone may be on the we may offer a place at once, or maybe on the waiting list A. It means with the high chance to be admitted to the university, or the waiting list B, which means that the chance to be admitted is very low.
All right. Hakim wants to know, what is the university's ranking?
That so many rankings that you will have to specify which kind rating you are thinking of. At Poland, we are on the first, or in different rankings, we are on the first or on the second place. So these rankings I can say on the Shanghai list. As I remember, we are in the around 400. So there are so many rankings, you have to specify which one, and it is the changes are every year, so we will have to check and tell you.
All right. Shazia wants to know, is the Medical University of Warsaw recognized or by the GMC?
So till January this year, all our students were admitted to work in Great Britain without passing the exam. So they were. It is because, as well, the problem is because of the Brexit. So after the Brexit, there are many changes. But before the Brexit and till January this year, persons who were graduating from our university were not supposed to pass this exam. They were admitted without this.
Okay. We have a couple questions by Sanvi. So what is the hostel and food facility like available in the university, especially if someone is vegetarian, and what do the expenses look like?
When you are living in our university dorm or outside, we have as well the private dorm. Mainly, you are supposed to cook yourself, but at the university there are some cafe and they are offering the vegetarian meals, and actually everywhere in Warsaw, in any restaurant, you can find vegetable meals, and they are writing such an information on the menu. The expenses, it is really hard to say because maybe you have to check on the website, because how to say the expenses to which I have to compare it, or how you would like me to calculate. It is rather too wide question.
I will just add this one. Normally, the estimated cost of living, which includes your accommodation, this one, which includes the sharing accommodation and the food. will cost you approximately between 600 to 800 euro per month. This is just a tentative cost. Of course, it depends on your lifestyle, but this is the estimated average cost of living, 600 to 800 euro per month.
Okay. Next question is by Rao. Rao wants to know what are the post-study work opportunities after graduation?
In Poland, after a study, it depends which kind of the study you are finishing. If in English, you can apply for a half-year. For half a year practice, and after that you have to pass the exam in English, and this exam is giving you a possibility to apply for the license. But to get the license in Poland, you have to as well pass the Polish language in our doctor board. The second solution is that you are going out from Poland, and in many countries, as well in United Europe, you don't have to pass the half-year practice, and you don't have to pass an exam. So the situation after you graduate vary depending on the country where you are going to get practice. And such a question you have check locally, because it changes. So in Poland, when you would like to stay in Poland and to get the Polish license, you will have to pass the half-year practice, then the special exam organized by the board, which is outside of university. This is our government board, and then pass the Polish language exam in the doctor board. But as I said, in many countries, you can start to practice without the exams and without any practice in the hospital without the license.
All right. We have a couple questions by Yasir. All those that are repeated, right? So we're going to be trying to avoid the repetitive questions because there's a lot of them. And of course, the recording of the webinar will be available. You just need to contact us. I will mention the contact details in a minute. Yasir wants to know where can they do the specialization, already discussed. They were a bit late for the meeting, so they missed the tuition fees and the requirements. Can you tell about those? And they also want to know about the failing and passing rules and if they're allowed to retake a year or not.
So I think that fees you can check on our website, because everything you can as well as check, because we have payments in installments in 2 or 4. So all the detailed information are on our website. In the part for candidates, and I will rather ask you to check there. The falling and passing rules, if you mean during the studies, as well, we have all the syllabuses on the website, so you can check the syllabuses, and in most of the subject, the passing grade is 60%, but as well, you may have a different kind of exams, like practical ones, in writing, oral. After some subject, you have credit, so it is too much to answer during this meeting. As I said, on our website, you can always check such information.
Okay. Next question is by Nakshatra. Can you elaborate a little about the entrance exams, such as the study materials and the passing criteria?
So the passing criteria is that you should be better than the others. So after each exam, you are checking the people who passed and those from the waiting list, and we are taking the best part. So it means that it is as well possible that when you are on the waiting list A, that you will be invited and you will get the place. I cannot tell you how many points you should get because it changes depending on the number of candidates. If you would like to check the possibility to train, I will rather say that we have only a few questions. IB questions on biology and chemistry are on IB level or A levels. So you can train using the test for A levels or IB levels, IB exam. And the third part is very similar to UCAT. So you may search over the internet for free exams on UCAT, and you will find what kind of the question you may be asked.
All right. I can see that there's a couple questions where students are asking about the admission criteria for the curriculum they're studying in, but we cannot answer each and every one right now because it's
But
specialized from
maybe,
case to case.
but Zahra, I can answer this with few sentences. So
Okay, sure.
for all the
Next.
students at
Yeah.
our university, we have no criteria like you have to get A from this subject. We have the ranking points, and it's very depending on the grade. So you may get some points, and points from high school certificates is the 30% of our ranking points. So 70% you can get thanks to competency test. The most important is that you should have the passing grade. So if, for example, because in some situations it is possible that you will get the high school diploma and you will have the fail in biology, but you will pass in chemistry and math, you cannot be admitted to our university. So this is the only situation. Yes, we are not saying you should have only A's. You may have lower grades, but all of them must be passing.
All right. Thank you for that. Next question is by Ryle. Ryle wants to know how many times is the competency exam hosted per year and if it is okay to take it more than once.
No. During the one recruitment, you can sit the competency test only once, and we have 8 sessions. So our recruitment starts in March. So first exam was in April, and the last one is in July. But I would rather suggest to take the exam sooner, because then most of you have to apply for the visa, and it is a really long time. So it is better, the sooner is better. And I will rather suggest to take it sooner, because as well to be given a place is more possible. That the last exam is crowded, and last year we had a lot of students with very good grades, and they were not admitted to our university.
I would just like to add this one here. That this is very, very important, that you don't just need an admission, you need a visa also, and the visa takes sometime 3 to 6 months. So I would suggest don't delay beyond May, because although the last examination will be in July, but that is good for those who don't need a visa, and I think most of us need a visa. Try to complete everything in May. Otherwise, you may not be able to get a visa on time, and your whole year will be wasted. No, thank you.
Of course, I agree 1,000,000% with Dr. Kadri, and I would add one thing more, that if you will decide to study at our university, don't wait too long. So if you are making decisions with different university, remember that the visa is a crucial thing. So if you will be waiting till June, it may be a problem with the visa as well.
All right. The next question is from Muhammad Qasim. He wants to know, is it possible if he can transfer to the university for the medicine program?
Rather not, because the transfers are open in July, and this year we will be admitting people only from our other Polish universities. So we will not transfer students from universities which are not Polish.
All right. Mohammed wants to know, is the MCAT exam valid?
Yes, but it depends on the score. So first we have to see this. We have some calculators. We are checking the percentiles, and depending on that, you may use the MCAT instead of writing the competency test. But as I said, it depends on the score, and it should be actual one, so not older than 5th year.
Okay. Yumna wants to know, what is the minimum UCAT score needed to waive the competency test?
As well, I cannot say on the exact points because we have a special calculators, and each year we are comparing the grades with new percentiles, because the new percentiles are as well published by the UCAT company. So I cannot tell you that, for example, 255, 2550 is perfect, and 2311 is wrong one. So in such a situation, we suggest to send us, and we will all answer you. We will answer you all the possibilities. Do you have to take the competency test at once, or you may try to be exempted from the competency test?
Right. And just to add to that, of course, so students, you can send us your documents, and I've already dropped the contact details in the chat box, so you can get in touch with us to further clarify. Next question is by Malik. After he finishes the medicine program, is there any program in the university that they can allow to continue specialization in fields such as orthopedic or cardiology?
No, because at Poland, you are doing the cardiology or any other specialization outside of the university. You may do it in university hospitals, but first you have to get those practice and this exam in Poland. So first you have to finish the postgraduate practice, and after that, maybe it will be possible that you will get the place for specialization. But this is not organized by the university, but the Medical Doctors Board in Poland. So this is the separate pathway outside of the university for
Okay.
everyone, as well for Polish students. For anyone at Poland, it is this separate pathway.
All right. Next question is by Sohail. Post MD degree, will he have the eligibility to do residency in UK, US, Australia, or any other EU country?
It is a very wide question. So in the UK will be this USMLE. In the United States, you have to pass USMLE as well. Everything depends on the different countries. In United Europe, in some of the countries, you may go straight. In other ones, you have to pass those practice and exam in Poland. So everything depends on the country. For example, in Norway, if you would like to work in Norway, you can go straight after you pass you graduate at our university. If you would like to practice in Germany, first you have to get the license in Poland, and then go to the Germany with the Polish license. So it means as well the exam in language. Everything is different depending on the country.
Okay, we have a question by Zaid. Zaid read online that students from Poland need to do 6 to 13 months of internship in order to be able to train in Germany. Is this true?
Partly because Polish students, they have to do 12-month internship and then get the license, and then can practice in Germany. So they have to do it in Poland and to get the final license. And when they are licensed doctor, they can practice in Germany.
All right. Next question is by Sanvi. Approximately how many Indian students are currently studying at the university?
Um, I will say that that is hard question because we have a lot of Indian students, but originally coming from different countries. But I will say it is about 25% or on this first year.
All right. Again, we have a question related to the post-graduation by Sanvi. Does Poland allow Indians to practice after the MD degree? And how many years can the student stay and practice after the degree? And please suggest on the post-graduation courses. And the next question was already done.
I think that some of the questions are not for me and for recruitment for medicine, but if you would like to practice in Poland, you should get a license in Poland, and it doesn't, the nationality doesn't matter. So, but as well, you have to get the permit for staying in Poland. So this is the separate question. If you will get this permit during the study, to get the permit, it is not so big problem because you are a student of our university, but of course it is very time consuming. But when you graduate and you would like to stay in Poland, first you will have to do the Polish license. So it means that it doesn't matter which nationality you are, you will have to pass the Polish language.
All right. Sohail wants to know about the term back policy. Suppose a student fails a semester or a year while the degree is going on. Will the student have a chance to retake or will they be terminated?
It depends on the year. So if it is during the first year, you are crossed out from the list, but it is not after the first exam. You have some, usually you have 3 terms, and if you will fail even one subject, you are crossed out from the list, and you have to take you have to go for the recruitment the second time. But if you will be admitted second time, you don't have to pass all the subjects you have already. You have to go only for the subjects you failed. So the problem is that during the first year, under our law, you cannot take a retake year. During the second or the higher years, you are staying on the same year and you are taking only the subject you failed.
Okay. Next question by Ahmed. Ahmed wants to know that he's already 17 years old and he will turn 18 in December. Is it okay to attend the university or is there any age requirement?
Yes, it is okay because if you are a minor, but you will have to prepare one more document, or you will have to do. Your parents will have to give you a power to, for example, sign some documents in Poland. So they will have to do it in front of the lawyer at your country, or if they are planning to come to Poland, they can do it in front of university staff. And after that, you will have the power to stay here alone and sign all the contracts or all the documents in Poland. But as well, you may have some problems with opening the bank account and going to the doctor. So that is why this power of from your parents is very very needed. To have the account, some our minor students are opening the Revolut card because the Revolut works in many countries, and parents, they are opening Revolut. So if you are coming to Poland, you have the bank account in that way.
Okay. Malik wants to know, is there a need for AP exams or SAT exams?
No, it is only, we are not using these exams at our university. It is the competence test and extra exams if you have no subject on your high school diploma.
Okay. Next question by Shazia. If the students already have a Schengen visa, do they still need to apply for a separate visa for the
Yes.
university?
Yes, because the Schengen visa is only for 180 days and when you have this kind of visa, you cannot apply for another one being in Poland. You have to move out and come back again. So it means that you have to apply for this D-type visa. So it is called national visa if you would like to stay in Poland. You cannot stay during the studies on Schengen visa because it is short. And now when it finishes, you cannot apply from Poland for a new one.
Okay. Next question is by Yasir. Yasir wants to know, do the students have to know the Polish language after third year for talking with the patients?
Usually, we are dividing the groups this way that in each group is a person speaking good Polish because as well people speaking good Polish are studying on the English division and doctors are translating because being realistic, it is rather difficult to have the level of the language to take the medical history with any patient. But after 3 years, you will have some knowledge and you will understand, I think, a lot.
Okay. And a follow-up to that question from Shazia is if Polish language is taught during the university years?
Yes, during first 3 years, it is taught, and you have to attend to classes. And after the third year is an exam. After during the third year, you are taught medical language, medical Polish language, and you have to pass the exam.
All right. Zaid wants, this is a follow-up to Zaid's question where he was asking for the internship duration in Germany. The question is the extra internship time included within the 6-year program or is it after the 6 years for Germany?
After each year, during the holidays, you should have 1 month internship. But this is the part of the study. And this internship after you graduate, this is something separate.
All right. Another question by Yasser. What is the personal questionnaire that you were explained for
This
in the
is
requirements?
this is the document, the form which we are sending when you are offered a place. This is our form. This is the personal questionnaire, but as well, this is a kind of the agreement with the university that you are giving us your informations which we need under the law.
Okay. Let's take the last question by Sohail. He's saying if he gets qualified by the competency test and the A-level results aren't out yet, will the seat be reserved or not? Because the results come out in late July. And if the student gets 3 Bs in chemistry, bio, and physics, will they still be admitted?
Yes. We are waiting for your grades, and the only possible that when you are offered a place and the only possible that you will lose it is that you will fail one of the subjects. So you will get the U in one of the grades. But if you will pass, even if it will be lower, like for example, on your predicted grades is A and you will get E, still you are our student.
Okay. Just one more question by Malik. Will the program language stay in English in the 6 years or will it switch to Polish at a certain point?
No. Whole 6 year is English.
All right. One more question by Yasser just popped up. He's sorry, but he does not understand. Is there a conditional admission because the marks are not released until later?
No, we can say that this is conditional because if you will fail, we will tell you that you cannot become our student. But if you will show us in July or August your final grades, you will be admitted and you will be on our students list.
All right. With that being said, I think we've answered over 45 questions. If there was anything that was missed or if your question was not answered, you can always contact us. And to register for the entrance exam or for the university, I will be dropping the contact details once again right now. You can contact us and we can assist you further.
May I answer the last question because I can
Yes.
see it? So I
Sure.
will clarify it once more because we have a lot of students with predicted grades who are still during their last year. When you will pass the competency test and we will offer you a place. You are keeping it till the moment you will get the final grades. When you will get the final grades and you will pass everything, you are our student. If you will fail one of the subjects, in this case, or only in this case, you will lose your place.
Right. Yasir just typed that he has understood, in fact. One more question by Sohail. Is there any part-time work policy for students?
On the D-type visa, I think that not. It is not possible to work in Poland, but I am
Okay.
not perfect sure.
Okay. Rohit, you've asked about the licensing exam. We've already discussed this. The recording of the webinar will
License,
be available.
and that it is not the license exam. It is called LEG. This is like USMLE, for example, and this is in Polish or in English. So we have the English kind, but it is after you graduate. This is organized by different board, and before that you have to pass half-year internship.
All right. With that being said, I think this is where we can wrap the session. Thank you all for joining us. And once again, our contact details are mentioned in the chat box. You can contact us for more information. Thank you all for joining once again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Attending.
Thank you, everybody. Okay, hope to see some of you soon. Thank you, Mrs. Sebastian. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Stella. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Bye-bye.
To see you.
Bye.
Afternoon.